Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kimmy Farrell, and you're watching ntTV's Online Report. Nearly 2 months after George Floyd was killed by Minneapolis police officers, his family has decided to file suit against the city and the police officers involved. Floyd's death sparked protests across the globe, and some are still continuing to this day. CNN's Nadia Romero has more on this story.
His death sparked a movement and demands for justice. Now the family of George Floyd is filing a federal wrongful death civil rights lawsuit against the city of Minneapolis and the police officers involved in Floyd's arrest.
But it was the knee of the entire Minneapolis Police Department on the neck of George Floyd that killed him.
While charges have been filed against the 4 former officers implicated in his death, attorney Benjamin Crump says the goal of the suit is to serve a larger purpose.
And with this lawsuit, we seek to set a precedence to make it financially prohibitive that the police won't wrongfully kill marginalized people, especially black people, in the future.
Floyd's death is forcing a reckoning around the world over racial inequality and police brutality, and shining a light on other black Americans killed by police. Including Breonna Taylor, who was shot 8 times while Louisville police executed a no-knock warrant in a narcotics investigation. On Tuesday, protesters gathered outside the home of Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, demanding justice. 87 protesters were arrested, including Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams, granddaughter of civil rights activist Hosea Williams. I'm Nadia Romero reporting.
An online petition is demanding justice for Breonna Taylor, who was killed in her own home after Louisville police officers entered her home mistakenly during a raid. The online petition has more than 10 million signatures. Months ago, a law student, Lorelei Hoj, created the petition on change.org after learning about the March raid that killed Breonna Taylor. The petition went viral and on Sunday reached a milestone of 10 million signatures, the second highest tally in the website's history. A petition seeking justice for George Floyd is the only one with more signatures. Hoj shares why she decided to create the petition.
I think people absolutely can make a difference. I mean, I think that when you're an individual, it doesn't feel like much, but once all of our voices come together, the impact that can be made is huge.
Along with signatures coming in daily, people have also protested for justice for Breonna Taylor. Amazon is postponing its Prime Day due to the coronavirus pandemic. The massive sales bonanza normally takes place in mid-July. Amazon explained the change, saying, quote, "This year we'll be holding Prime Day later than usual while ensuring the safety of our employees and supporting our customers and selling partners." The company says it will share more details soon. Prime Day is a 2-day event that has consistently outpaced Black Friday sales. Today, the House is expected to vote on a $740 billion defense bill that includes a 3% raise for military members. But President Trump is threatening to veto the bill if it includes plans to remove the names of Confederate leaders from bases. The House measure would take action to change the names of military facilities named after Confederates within a year. The bill would also ban Confederate flags on military property, including vehicles, living quarters, and clothing. The president has objected to changing the name of Fort Bragg in particular because of its role in winning World War II. Passage of the legislation will step up negotiations between the House and Senate for a final version of the annual defense bill. After a marathon summit, European Union leaders have come to a decision after 4 days and nights to create a plan to hopefully pull Europe out of a recession caused by the coronavirus pandemic. After a marathon summit lasting 4 days and nights, European Union leaders have come to a decision to create a plan that hopefully relieves Europe from a recession caused by COVID-19. The 27 nations agreed upon an unprecedented 1.83 trillion euro budget. It includes 750 billion euros in grants and loans to counter the economic impacts of COVID-19. In addition, it includes fundings for the union's 7-year budget. European Council President Charles Michel announced the agreement on Twitter with a single-word tweet, "Deal." French President Emmanuel Macron hailed it as a historic day for Europe. And Belgian Prime Minister Sophie Walms called it a tremendous investment in Europe's future. A UNT study report released yesterday says that mask wearing is effective in slowing the transmission of COVID-19. The report was released by the University of North Texas Health and Sciences Center. Associate Professor of the HSC School of Public Health, Rajesh R. Nandi, made a series of reports studying data from when the mask mandates went into place for Dallas and Tarrant County. Research began in the third week of June and ended on July 2nd, the same day that Governor Abbott issued a statewide mask mandate. The study looked at hospitalizations and emergency room visits for suspected COVID-19 patients in Dallas, Tarrant, Denton, and Collin counties. Based on the data's time frame, Denton, Dallas, and Tarrant counties were showing trends of COVID-19 slowing down. Collin County showed the least change and did not put in a countywide mask mandate. A mask mandate was not issued in Denton County either, but was in the city of Denton. North Texas schools were given the opportunity to keep their campuses closed late into the fall as Texas tries to contain one of the world's largest surges of COVID-19. Under the new guidelines placed by the Texas Education Agency, Texas schools could hold online-only instruction for up to the first 8 weeks of the school year. This potentially pushes a return to campus in some cities until November. The table shown on NBC-DFW's website shows more than 100 Texas school districts and when they plan to be in classes online and in person. However, these dates are subject to change, and to stay updated, check out the website below. Texas UIL announced a delay for 5A and 6A sports in this upcoming school year. UIL focused primarily on reducing risk of COVID-19 for school districts in highly populated metro areas. On Twitter, UIL gave their full press release and a list of COVID-19 mitigation guidelines. It also included a table of when conference sports could begin their practices, games, and championships. These sports include tennis, cross country, volleyball, and football. While schools in conferences 5 and 6A will be delayed, districts in class 1 through 4A will be allowed to start on schedule. Coronavirus cases continue to rise in North Texas. Yesterday, Dallas County reported 1,026 cases and 1 COVID-related death. The addition of new cases has raised the number of positive cases in the county to 42,292, along with a total of 526 deaths overall. Tarrant County reported 385 cases, surpassing 22,000 overall cases. The county also reported 1 COVID-related death. Denton County confirmed an additional 130 cases and 3 COVID-related deaths on Monday. If you missed the chance to get tested for the virus today, don't worry, there are other options coming in Denton County this week. If you're looking for a place to get tested or you want more information on what testing sites are offering, visit the website below. Today is National Junk Food Day. Junk food came on the scenes in the 1800s with packaged food. Then, after World War II, it took off. People ate out more and traveled more, so the industry was ready to make even more junk food for them. From frozen foods to the fast food chains, along with chips, cookies, and candy, there are a lot of choices. But by the 1970s, scientists soon realized that deep-fried, fat-laced foods might not just affect the scale, it could cause high cholesterol and high blood sugar. But occasional indulgences should be okay. You can follow us on Twitter at ntTV_news for more of the latest updates. Thank you for joining us today, and be sure to tune back in here again tomorrow for more of ntTV's online report.